Hey, what's going on guys? I hope you're all doing well. With Rocket League recently going free to play, there are a lot of new players playing the game, and they're probably wondering why the majority of the players they see use the same 3 or 4 cars. You mostly see people in either an Octane, a Dominus, a Fennec or a Batmobile, and occasionally a Breakout, and whilst they do all fit their individual hitboxes the best, that doesn't necessarily mean they are the best cars to use. So the topic of this video is, what is the best car in Rocket League? Now, that might make it sound like there is specifically a best car, but in reality, they just look different. They might have some minor differences, like the turn-in circle and the depth of the hitbox, but in reality, they do just look different. And you can use pretty much any car that you feel comfortable in. And I'm going to prove that to you in this video. I'm going to explain to you that what you feel when using a different car, different shape, or a different hitbox is purely a placebo effect. So although the cars may look drastically different, the fundamentals stay the same. So what I'm going to do to prove this to you is I'm going to score 11 different shots. And these are a basic flick, a breezy flick, a musty flick, a wall to air dribble, a ground to air dribble, a ceiling shot, flip reset, a double tap, a pinch, a power shot, and a redirect. And I'm going to use 3 cars from all 6 hitbox types, minus the Merc, which only has 2 cars currently in its hitbox type. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you the different hitbox types and the cars that fall under those categories. The first thing that I want to show you is the Octane. So the Octane is the car that most people primarily use as their main car throughout their career in Rocket League, although it has 31 different vehicles that fall under the Octane hitbox. Next up is the Dominus. So the Dominus has 32 cars under its hitbox type, which I will show you here. You can see all of the different cars that are available. And all of these cars will feel almost identical to using a Dominus. The next few hitbox types don't have quite as many cars in just yet, but the next one is the Plank, which is sort of like the Batmobile and the Mantis, the really long flat cars. And then we have the Breakout hitbox type, which obviously has the Breakout, and it's got a few other cars like the Animus GP and the Samurai. Next up you have Hybrid hitbox. So the Hybrid hitbox was made to fit cars that don't necessarily fit any of the other hitbox styles. This would be like the Endo, the Esper, the Venom, the X-Devil, etc. I will show you those on the screen also. And then the next is the Merc, which only has 2 vehicles in its hitbox type, and that is the Merc and the newly added Battle Bus. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the clips of me scoring the same goals, well, almost the same goals, with 3 different cars from each hitbox style. So first of all, we're going to start off with the flicks. So we're going to start off with just a basic either 45-degree flick, 90-degree flick, or backflip flick. Next up is going to be the Musty, so we're going to do a Musty flick. Next up is going to be the breezy, so we're going to do a breezy flick with each of them now. Next up, we're going to do an air dribble, so it's going to be first of all an air dribble from the wall. And then an air dribble from the ground. So next up we have the flip reset. Next up, we're going to have the ceiling shot. So, I'm going to do a few different variations of the ceiling shot with each car. Next up we have the double tap. And now we're going to do the redirects. Now there's just two left to do, which is going to be a power shot and a pinch. So we'll start off with the pinch. Now power shot. Alright, so now you've seen that using all these different cars with all these different hitbox types, it really doesn't make much of a difference. So you would still be able to play the same way as you would in an Octane, in a Scarab, in a Takumi, in a Zippy, whatever you want to use. I say go ahead and use it, because really when it comes down to it, it is all just a placebo. Alright guys, so I hope I've managed to sway your opinions a little bit. It's nice to see people utilizing all of the cars that the game has given us instead of just using the same 4 or 5 over and over again. You can have a lot of fun with the different cars, you don't have to take the game so seriously all the time. And it's nice to be able to have a bit of change and enjoy yourself. So, as I say guys, I hope I will see you out in the field in some different cars now. I hope you feel confident in using different cars, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy guys, peace.